What's up guys, it's Toby here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and we will talk about a lot of things today. But Jurgen Klopp responded to the Kylian Mbappe to Liverpool transfer rumors, and he actually gave his opinion on how likely it is that Liverpool sign Kylian Mbappe. So if you are enjoying these videos, leave a like, subscribe if you are new to my channel, and let me know in the comments below what needs to happen for Liverpool to be able to afford Kylian Mbappe. There are a lot of different scenarios here, and I think the Nike deal will help with increasing Liverpool's revenue, and also Kylian Mbappe is a Nike ambassador. That made the move a little bit more likely, but it's still a long shot in my opinion. If Liverpool want to sign him, we need to somehow break the wage structure. But Jurgen Klopp thinks that Liverpool's improvement in recent seasons has increased their chances of signing the best players. That's pretty obvious. But also commercially, Liverpool have been doing incredibly well, better than ever before in their history. So we now have the most money that Liverpool have ever had in their footballing history, and I think that increases the chances of signing players like Kylian Mbappe, but it's still difficult, of course. And Jurgen Klopp said this: "I don't think we struggle with convincing players to join us. When you speak to a player, you can feel it. This year, last year, even 3 years ago, you can see in the eyes of the player that we are talking to. I'm not sure if honor is the right word, but it is good that we speak to them. So that's pretty obvious. Jurgen Klopp thinks, and he already experienced this, that any player who is approached by Liverpool, even if they are the biggest player, one of the biggest players in the world, it's an honor for them that Liverpool are speaking to them. And especially, I mean, Liverpool has always been a big club since the 70s and the 80s, but recently I think our success just improved our brand so much." And Jurgen Klopp continued, "The club is in a very good position. Image-wise, it maybe always was, but now I think it is easier to live the life of a Liverpool supporter, and that means automatically being in a situation to sign the players you want to sign." And Jurgen Klopp was asked specifically about Kylian Mbappe and whether do Liverpool have any chance of signing him, and what does he make of the rumors continually linking Kylian Mbappe to Liverpool. And this is what he said: "Buying this caliber of player is always difficult. I don't see any club at the moment right now who can buy Kylian Mbappe from Paris Saint-Germain. I don't see any club. That is how it is. And we are involved in the clubs that cannot do it. It is as easy as that." Okay, from a sporting point of view, there are not a lot of reasons to not sign Kylian Mbappe. What a player he is. He's a fantastic talent, still young, but very mature. He acts the right way, he has the right attitude. And also, Jurgen Klopp continued, "But it is about the money, of course. No chance, absolutely no chance that Liverpool can afford Kylian Mbappe right now. Sorry for killing that story." That is exactly what Jurgen Klopp said. And I think this is very important. He shows here that he's still a big fan of Kylian Mbappe, and if there was financial way of signing Kylian Mbappe, then Liverpool would sign him, because as Jurgen Klopp himself said, there are not a lot of reasons to not sign Kylian Mbappe. Liverpool maybe in the future can move for him when we get even more money and even more successful. I think if we continue getting to the Champions League quarterfinals, semi-finals, and if we keep continuing challenging for the Premier League title in the next 2 or 3 years, I think there will be a day when Liverpool will be able to afford Kylian Mbappe. In fact, I think Liverpool can afford him right now. It's not that problem. The problem is, what do you do if you give Kylian Mbappe at least twice the amount of money, weekly wages I'm talking about, that any other player, any other superstar is on? How would Virgil van Dijk, Mohamed Salah, Mane, Firmino, Fabinho, other big players who are playing for Liverpool, Alisson, how would they react if Kylian Mbappe walks in and gets like 350 or 400 grand per week? I think that's the financial impossibility that Jurgen Klopp is talking about. But who knows, if Liverpool keep increasing the wages of Liverpool, and as I said in one of my previous videos, if somehow we could structure the Kylian Mbappe salary in a way where we give him a base salary which is similar to what Salah is getting, what Van Dijk is getting, and then we give him pretty easily achievable bonuses like score 10 goals a season, you get another 50 grand. Score another 10 goals a season, I think Kylian Mbappe would easily score 20 goals. That's another 50 grand per week the following season. So I think there could be different stipulations and bonuses like that, which could make Kylian Mbappe's wage similar to what he's earning at Paris Saint-Germain. And this is where I think the comments of Jurgen Klopp are coming from. That it's very difficult to structure the deal at the moment in a way that suits Liverpool, their wage structure, and also that suits Paris Saint-Germain. And I'm not sure what Paris Saint-Germain's wage structure is like, but I think they can afford to put Neymar, Mbappe, Cavani, even Icardi and other players on incredible wages and without actually, breaking the bank, because Paris Saint-Germain have almost unlimited money because of their owners. The main point is that Liverpool have undergone such an incredible transformation under Jurgen Klopp that Liverpool can now shop at the very top level of the transfer market, and we can actually sign high quality, top class, world class players. That will be, I think, the main focus of Liverpool's transfer windows. We don't need to sign young players and develop them into superstars. I mean, we will sign some young players, but not players like Firmino, Mane, which they played for like mid-table clubs and they became superstars under Jurgen Klopp, but that wasn't a given. I think now Liverpool can afford to go out and sign a Kai Havertz, a Jadon Sancho, maybe even a Kylian Mbappe in the future, because of our status, because of our financial ability to compete at the very top of international football. And I'm really excited about this. Real Madrid are also interested, but reports in Spain on Thursday indicated that Zidane is concerned that Mbappe would prefer to move to Liverpool rather than Real Madrid, which is an amazing comment to me, honestly. And Jurgen Klopp also said, I don't think we have to compare ourselves with Manchester City. I have no idea which kind of player wants to go to Man City, but good players obviously did it in the last couple of years. There is no doubt about that, but there are reasons, good reasons, why players want to join us. That is clear. City had a very successful spell though. In the last 10 years or so, they have been champions a couple of times. So it is different tastes will lead to different decisions. I don't think we struggle with convincing players. When you speak to a player, you can feel it. I love this quote by Sadio Mane. He commented on Jurgen Klopp and what his secret is. His secret, I think, is to be the team's dad. Between us, everything clicked straight away. We all love him like a father and we fear him like one too. He takes up a lot of space in my life, and not just in football. He's great as a person. I trust him blindly like most of the dressing room, I think. Oh my goodness, I just absolutely love this quote by Sadio Mane. I think it's brilliant. And Alisson revealed what the strong motivation behind this season's Premier League title challenge is. This is what he said: we don't want to feel how we felt last season. Every goalkeeping coach who has worked with me has told me to always keep calm and cool, and as I am, and train hard all the time. Last season we had a great season, a great experience, an almost perfect season. We lost one game in the Premier League, and that one game was against Man City. We know how big this game is for us. We know how big the game is for everyone, for them and for our fans. In the end, it is just 3 more important points, but Manchester City have been the best team in the league for the last few years, so we need to give everything to win this game. We don't want to feel how we felt last season, being second by just 1 point and we don't know which game made us lose the title, because we had a few draws where we could have been done better. We had the loss away to Man City when we could have won or drawn. Means we know that we need to give everything in every game if we want to become Premier League champions. We want it, and we will try to do it. I do think everything is coming together at Liverpool. I've worked hard all my life for those moments, and I made the right choice to come here to play for Liverpool. I felt I would have the possibility to achieve great things here, and we had a great season. Everyone did, not just me. And of course it is nice to get the personal awards, but I only have them because I have a great team around me. I achieved it with their help, and also with the national team. We are doing a great job. We are on the right path, and obviously winning the Copa America was important for us, but we want more. We are looking for the World Cup. Oh my goodness, imagine Alisson. If he wins the Premier League and the World Cup, he would be set, because he already won the Copa America, the Champions League. So that is the big dream, the big ambition for Alisson. And I really love not just how good he is as a player, but what a great man he is. These comments show. My wife was pregnant and she needed to go to Brazil because I had the Copa America coming up afterwards, and I always wanted to be there to see the birth of my son. The only way we could make that happen was if she went home to Brazil, and so she missed the final. She couldn't be there in the stadium, but I know how important those moments are for her too. They are also important moments for us to be together as a family, and my daughter Helena also. My wife went to every away game with us in the Champions League last season, but could not come to the final, so I FaceTimed her after the game to bring her inside the stadium and to celebrate with me on the pitch. I wanted her to see and experience everything. It was a special moment. I said to her, "We are the champions, we got it." She worked hard with me for this. I have my teammates working together with me, but the most important part of my career is the support I receive from my family, my wife and my parents. My parents were at the stadium, fortunately, and it was important for me to speak with my wife and my daughter after we had won. My daughter misses me when I'm away from home, and I told her, Daddy got it, don't worry, Daddy got it. Everything that has happened in the final was really special for me. I lived that final intensely, and every moment will be in my mind forever. I mean, this interview just shows what a brilliant guy Alisson is, and I really love him to bits. He is now almost as good as Pepe Reina in terms of the fan favorites that the goalkeepers have been at Liverpool. Liverpool fans always have the soft spot for really good goalkeepers, and Alisson follows in the footsteps of Pepe Reina. And I think Alisson at his prime, which is probably right now, or maybe in a couple of years he could be even better, is better than Pepe Reina. No disrespect, Pepe Reina was an incredible goalkeeper, but Alisson is just one of the best in the world, in my opinion. And Alisson actually revealed that he has been speaking with Ederson, the Manchester City goalkeeper. Of course, they are both Brazilian, and they are rivals in the Brazilian national team as well for the #1 goalkeeper jersey. And Alisson said this: "I speak with Ederson pretty often, really, because he's a friend. The rivalry between us only starts when we arrive for the game and on the pitch. I see him socially too. Our daughters are the same age, and I've been to his son's birthday party. We have a good relationship. Our wives have a good relationship. Our daughters like to play each other. We don't see each other often. I would like to see him more often. But we have our football lives, our jobs to do, and our families. It is a busy life." And Alisson also commented on his very bad injury before the European Super Cup final against Chelsea. The first 3 days after the injury, it was really difficult to assimilate what had happened. Straight after the injury, the doctor told me it could be 4 to 6 weeks. Then when we did the scan, we saw it was a big injury, and it became more. In the beginning it was difficult to deal with that, but I have always had faith in God, and I believe things happen for a reason. I could see the good side of the injury. I meant I could spend more time with my family, but also prepare myself better for the whole season, because I had 4 weeks of just treating the calf, and then when I could start to train again and work harder, I had 4 or 5 weeks of hard training. It meant I could do a pre-season basically, again, something I hadn't been able to do, and now I'm 100% fit in my mind and my body. This will help me for the rest of the season, and it is a season when we have to give everything. And Jurgen Klopp also said some brilliant things about Trent and Robertson's impact on how Liverpool play in the past 2 or 3 years. This is what he said: "That's part of our game, it's part of our plan, but it is not the only plan. My modern football is like this, that you have to be really strong on the wings, however you do it, because the goal is in the center of the pitch, and the area around the goal is the most crowded area, so you have to find a way to go through that's in behind. You pass it on the wings and you try to find little spaces between the lines." That's how football is. Nobody wants to lose the ball because it always gives the opponent the opportunity for a counter-attack. That's why football is like this. Man City have a proper wings as well. They are pretty wide in their formation, just other players there, and they set it up differently to us. We had from time to time our fullbacks more and more central because we use offensive wingers as well. Everybody who watches our games more often knows that. The wider you make the pitch, the bigger the spaces are in the center. That's why we try. You have to be a force from pretty much everywhere. We try to use the skills of our 2 boys: good crosses, speed, very lively, very brave, very fit endurance wise, so they can do the defensive transition as well. They are pretty good players, so they have done well so far. And I'm really looking forward to the Liverpool-Manchester City game on Sunday. I can't wait. Tomorrow I'm going to be very nervous and very excited, and I will cover the game for you guys here on my channel. So thanks for watching. Stay awesome. See you later. Goodbye.